Hello and welcome to this video series on how to use the MegaMinds platform. I'm Edward and I'll be your guide throughout the video tutorials. In this series we'll be going through all of the MegaMinds platforms step by step, starting with the core concepts and the basics, and then as we progress we'll get into the more advanced features. Feel free to use the playlist to skip to a feature you want to learn more about, or continue in like a linear fashion, just watching these from start to finish. And in this video, I will be introducing you to the platform just from a high level perspective, without a lot of technical details. So if you're not familiar with what MegaMinds is, it's a 3D platform where you can build out 3D websites, share them very easily, just using links. And there's two use cases that we're really focused on. The first one is to turn your lessons into 3D experiences. So this is kind of like Canva, where you bring content in to 3D and you build out an experience and you let your students explore and participate in those spaces. And it supports individual exploration as homework, or you can join your students and take them through the content. So it's really a use case where the teacher will build out an experience for their students. And then the second use case is student projects. And student projects is where we enable project-based learning. It's where you hit the top of the Bloom's taxonomy. It's where your students will be building in creative fashion and just demonstrating knowledge. So there's a lot that goes into that. We also have a lot of pre-made activities like building a Mars habitat or building a haunted house. So there's a lot of things your students can do as well creatively. So those are the two major use cases. It's presenting your content in a new and exciting way, and then it's student projects where your students get to take the lead in the creative process. So I have some examples of this. So the first example is a teacher bringing a financial literacy curriculum into 3D. So here's a lesson on financial literacy, and this is actually one that you can grab it from the Explore page. So this is available to everyone. Here we have it's not that interactive, but it's kind of like an experience that your students can go into again, just to keep coming back to it, to refresh on financial literacy. We explore things like the bank, credit cards and interest rates. We have some visual pop to this with a nice car. We have investment back rooms that go into young adults investing. We have funny GIFs. So this is an example of someone bringing their lesson into 3D in MegaMinds. We also have experiences that are quite grand in a sense, that combine this one, for example, is the March on Washington and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. So this is a model of the Lincoln Memorial. This is also an experience you can grab from the Explore page, and it takes you through the historic day. And there's also, we can have YouTube videos, and there's some reflection activities here. So this is, you can get really creative with the way that you want to present your content, or you can start very basic and just drag and drop the things that you have from before. So these are two examples of lessons that have been turned into 3D. And then we have student projects, and one example would be the student starting from scratch. So here we just have an empty room, and there's some instructions that are left here to build a room to demonstrate the life of Julius Caesar. Section the room into zones representing important events. So this is where your students will click the plus button, start adding content, and start building out their room. We also have some pre-made experiences, such as this one, where you can just grab this from the marketplace, or you could build it yourself as well. The earth needs help. Here you will pick a environmental challenge, and you'll kind of use it so you choose a challenge and a solution, and then you explore it. So, and then you define it through activities. So here your students will put GIFs to represent who is negatively affected, positively affected. And so this is kind of like a whole workshop lab type activity, where you also will present your solution. You can present the speech here with a little thing. There's some also you will build out your solution to represent it in the end here. So this is an example of how you can use our platform. So that concludes this video. I hope this gave you a little bit more insight into the two different use cases, which is student projects and 3D lessons. And then in the next video, we'll go through the dashboard and how you actually set up these experiences for your students. So I'll see you in the next video.